TV besties, what is good? How are y'all doing? I hope y'all are feeling good. Hope you are ready to get into another episode of Teen Mom. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know the vibes. We just chop it up real quick about, some of the things that I want to talk about and compensate on about this weekly episode. So if you are new, welcome. My name is Ash, short for Ashley, and Ash is short for Ashley, right? Did that make sense? Y'all, I get so wrapped up in my head sometimes, and I think my words be coming out faster than my thoughts. So it just be like, y'all get it. Y'all get it though. This what y'all gonna get when y'all be here with me. So I hope you sit back, relax, stay for a little bit, watch a couple of videos like this video, and then of course comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I love talking to y'all, chopping it up with y'all, getting your thoughts on what's be going on in these episodes. And of course, hit that subscribe button if you like it, girl. I want you here with me. I want to talk to you. So y'all, like as you can see in the title, like I said, it's Teen Mom Night, and this was like a good episode. Like, for one, I have to say this because I kind of like, it seems like I very kind of like more noticed it when I seen Ashley go on live with her sister. And I want to say that they were talking about, it sounded like might have already recorded like the reunion or what had happened at their reunion. Does nobody else notice? Does it doesn't seem like when like she is talking like to the group, in the group message, that nobody's really responding? Or it's the same people. I feel like Leah will respond to her, and who else is it? Macy may respond to her. I don't feel like nobody responds to her. Obviously, Brianna and Jade, they don't, none of them really get along. So it's like I kind of get that, but it's kind of like I thought all of y'all was like cool. I thought y'all were like cool with her. But fast forward, apparently, and I guess maybe it's going to all come together. I do believe like it was a reunion, or maybe they got together for something. But basically, she was talking about how all of a sudden now everybody in the cast is like against her. Don't feel comfortable sitting on the on the couch with her, or recording with her, or whatever. She's aggressive, whatever. Somebody felt offended because she was twerking towards their van or something like that. I don't know if anybody else seen that live, but it's very few select people. Like I know I follow Caitlyn, I follow Macy, probably really a lot of the OGs, and probably Ashley's probably the only, pretty much. No, I don't follow Amber though. I don't follow Amber on Instagram, but definitely Macy, definitely Caitlyn, Cheyenne, and I follow Ashley. I don't think I follow any of the other Teen Moms in the ones that came from Teen Mom 2. So, for that to even come up, for me to even see that, and it's so crazy, y'all, because this happened like weeks ago, like I feel like now, and I've been meaning to talk about it, and I'm just bringing it up now. But something's definitely going on with them and Ashley, and it sounds like Ashley's more taking offense because she's feeling like basically they're just following up with Jade and Brianna. Then she doesn't really know like where all this animosity from them is like coming from. Like, why is this now? Honestly, I don't want to say it, but it's definitely just it's given a black thing. It's given a black thing. I'm sorry. I know you're like, well, Cheyenne's black. Cheyenne ain't black like Ashley's black. Like, let's just, and maybe I can say that, maybe y'all might not understand that, but that's just where I'm at with it, okay? That's my thought, that's my opinion. This is my channel, y'all. Again, I would like to make clear, it don't make me right, but this is my commentary, how I see these episodes. And yes, like obviously I'm a big fan, of Ashley. So yeah, so when I'm noticing when she's having like, when they're doing the group messages and stuff, nobody's like really interacting with her. And it's starting to be like, okay, is this kind of like where that beef and things are coming from? Did her not come, her not going on the trip just kind of made everybody just rally like against her? Like it's crazy. So I think I'm just gonna wait things out to kind of like really see how, what's happening, or kind of like get more of the story on what's going on, because y'all know most likely it's, if I understood her correctly, all that drama is definitely gonna play out on the reunion. Okay, so Moving on, y'all. Can we just say that one thing, like Macy, she's one of my faves. She's definitely one of my faves. And one thing about Love Macy is she's all about, if she doesn't know something, she wants to dig into it and wants to learn about it. If she feels like basically, all in all, I'm about to ramble and I don't even know what I'm about to say, and I'm trying to work on that. She did not like how things went down on the trip with Cheyenne was still sitting with her. And, she wanted to do more. And I could just completely appreciate, and I don't know if they did research, because it was just like I have conversations, with my kids about accepting everyone, no matter like what color they are. Ashton has a Hispanic friend that lives down the street. Like, don't be picking on nobody that looks different than you. Or if there's one thing, I have a preteen, and they like to, it's kind of like a little mean girl thing, or she don't have her hair done, or da-da-da. But girl, like, not that you be looking rough, but some, like, you be wearing your poof, and sometimes you be looking wild and crazy too. Like, the same way that you talking about somebody is the same way that somebody could be talking about you. Don't be dragging nobody. And I'm a girl's girl, so I really definitely don't like that girl on girl hate, dislike, like, type stuff. Like, nah, you're not gonna do that. You definitely not gonna do that with me. So I could really appreciate her, sitting down with a friend of theirs, and then getting that, who's obviously of another race, and getting that friend and getting all their kids together and getting because anybody else had seen like those color, like those neutral, like color crayons, and it's like all different types of like peaches and creams, tans and browns or whatever or whatnot. And clearly it's about, I would just say like unity of all races, of all, but focusing on like, let me shut up and just like move on. So, like them, obviously just using different colors, coloring the hearts, seeing how everybody's hearts was different, but it's still nice. It's still pretty. The M&M exercise and biting the M&M, and why yours is a different color and this is a different color. It's the same color on the inside, and it all, it still tastes the same. Like, it makes it always going to be like, I just love that she's an advocate, that she will advocate for what she feels needs to be advocated for, and anything that she feels, I guess, is just like not fair or just like wrongdoing. Like, I love Macy for that. I just stand for that. I think that was definitely a perfect example. And like, these kids, y'all, really can articulate and are smart enough to know like what's going on. Like, her daughter yet again was able to really like, talk about it and speak it out in such a good, like, they understand more than what we think they understand. So I definitely love that about Macy on this episode. Child, not Zach running from a charge since 2016, and is coming the court date, or possibly him just being incarcerated around the time of them getting married. Obviously, they did get married. But at the end of the day, if y'all know, let me know. I don't know. Were they able to stick to, that date? I definitely feel like, though, I felt like that he's technically serving that time now, isn't he? Or he did just previously, because I think he said it's just 120 days that they're asking for, it sounds like, or whatever, or the amount of time that he would spend, which sounds like, for a, like, what are these kids? 2016 was literally like, wow, that actually seems so long ago, because when I think about it, I had just had Ashton. Ashton would have been 1 year old in 2016. And if I met, so I literally had to be like 25, 26 years old, and I'm mid 30 now. And if they're probably like early 30s, he was definitely probably, early 20s maybe. Am I calculating that right? I'm guessing off the top of my head, y'all. So I guess I can kind of understand that that maturity. Well, he basically blamed it on just not being in a good place, being depressed, stuff like that, for why he ran from it. But it's just like running from, you never know how your past can come back to the future and affect what you got going on, in your present life. I mean, even to the point that Cheyenne was just like, if your past is like gonna like keep coming up, like there won't even be a marriage. She didn't even say a wedding. She say a marriage. Like we're not like bump like us having a wedding. Like we're not even going to be married. We're not gonna be in union with each other, which took me like, so this would like be done, or are you just meaning like it just ain't gonna be no wet like. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, y'all. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but it was definitely like I'm anxious to see how this plays out because I know we all saw, she posted like her wedding. Not we all, but I seen when she, posted the wedding pictures, whatever. So right, did they get married on time? Did things just happen to work out, in their favor? And one thing I can appreciate about Cheyenne's dad is Cheyenne's dad don't play. And just like he will stick it to Cheyenne, just like in this beginning when she first came on and he was like, I do have limitations on my love. And I was like, dang, daddy, like what? Like, I don't love you unconditionally, girl. Like, I was like, dang, daddy. But I think he's very real. And even if that's how he feels, then that's just, what it is. Whether I agree with that or not agree with that, as far as like loving your kids unconditionally or loving anybody, unconditionally. So, he was like, like really just like holding him accountable. Like if baby boy turns around and gets into some trouble and this is how he does, I'm coming for you. Like I'm not coming from his ass, because at the end of the day our kids are a product of us, and if we're not setting that example and breaking those curses and teaching them the right and the wrong way to handle and go about things, then they are going to following in our footsteps and making some of these same errors that that we did. Like Cheyenne daddy don't play. Cheyenne daddy do not play. And I be here for it. Hell, I was nervous for Zach, because even Zach was like, just talk about how he was, obviously embarrassed to even talk about it, and then let alone talk to her daddy about it. But in true form, traditional way, her daddy's paying for that wedding. So yeah, we do need to have a conversation with my dad who's put all this money out there and we can't get this money back. No, we're gonna talk to daddy today, and you gonna man up about it. So I ain't gonna lie, I compared it to, I did kind of compare it to like love and hip hop, and it's two different like genres, y'all. But I was about to say Scrappy Jock was waiting to talk about the new baby that well, it's kind of like not the same thing. But he rose to the occasion, no matter, we don't know how really long or not it took. But y'all know Cheyenne don't play that either. So what Zach won't gonna do was pussyfoot around and not have that conversation with her daddy. That's what we're not gonna do. And if anything, yes, you have to man up, face your responsibilities. You messed up, and now as well, what you did not handle is now affecting us and our future. So unfortunately, yeah, embarrassing all, you got to stand up here. You got to explain to my daddy what's going on here. So what else, y'all? Okay, I think that's the last thing I think I just really wanted to hit on was, y'all, and I'm actually kind of nervous for possibly even getting invested a little bit into this relationship with Brianna. But now it's like that we're seeing a little bit more of like their relationship and their interactions together, and his thoughts on them just moving forward, marriage, moving in together before marriage. I was like, and him just handling her, being able to like handle her or whatever or whatnot. And I don't mean like handle her, but I think it was just like something, they were talking about something, they're going through something, and he was just like, calm down, breathe, relax. Like, just he knows what to do for her, like in like those moments where she might be, whatever. And, she was talking about, being diagnosed bipolar, which is bipolar 2. So what she was saying is it's less basically like severe. She still though has those high emotions, and I can only imagine, how, that can be, in like real life. So I was like, wow, I actually really like this guy for her. I really thinking I like this guy for her. And I can't necessarily say that I said that about, I didn't say that about Lewis. I didn't say that about, the other guy's name was Javi, wasn't it? Wasn't his name Javi too or whatever, whatnot? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Not Caitlin's Javi, but the other guy that she was just like engaged to. So and maybe because he is grown, and maybe she needs someone more, grown and like established and just really secure in themselves and what they have going on than what she's been choosing. I think where I really like disagree with her, and where I was actually kind of more open, because I think I might have been a person, no, I'm not stern on it, but I think I'm okay with living with someone before being married. And I think really probably after the long relationship that I have had, and then because I have 3 kids in the mix, I'm now more open to what he said, which is, I think it's significant that we share a lot of time in shared space with each other, but not necessarily moving in before marriage. And I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I think going forward, yeah, we can, share the space with each other, but still at the end of the day, separate that. Like, I don't think I necessarily want to give that wife vibes when I'm not a wife. I don't know if I necessarily want to be giving any more wife stuff to a man that's not making me his wife. I really think that's just where I'm at with it, y'all. So I think that's really why I was really, wow, yes, like, we're going to spend the night with each other. We're going to spend that time together. I think, yes, spend a significant amount of time. I don't see that how actually that can differ too far from, I think basically, because I don't know if I'm saying what I'm saying right. Basically, I think that's enough. I now think that is enough to get to know someone without permanently living with them on a day-to-day. I think I disagreed. I was kind of shocked that Brianna had that opinion, because it's kind of like, baby, you are just like getting out on your own. You've never even lived out on your own to even think that you have not even had an experience. Okay, and who am I to say that just because you haven't had an experience, you haven't experienced something, doesn't mean you don't have a judgment or a feeling about it. So she's well entitled to her feeling in that, but in my eyes, I'm kind of like, you need to live a little bit. In forms of relationships, there's certain things, right, that you haven't hit on. Like, none of the men, Devon won't stand in your house. Lewis wasn't staying the night at your house. Javi wasn't staying the night at your house. I think she should be a bit more open. I think that's what it is, because she's so gung, like, on, like, where she's standing. And I'm like, experience some things a little bit more before you're so stuck in your stance on that. Be more open. Be kind of like more open to what he's saying. But as well, she couldn't even say whether she's seen them together, like, in the future, or more like getting married, just yet. So, and maybe it is because, like, it's kind of like, what am I saying? It's kind of like, y'all, I might have just literally, of course, lost my whole life train of thought. But it's I kind of like feel like she's still finding her. And while no, I don't want to make rules, or it's not my intention to like make rules, but I kind of feel like she should. It's just so crazy that she did, not even so crazy. All right, Ashley, like, really, let's get together. Let's word out what you're trying to say here. She's just really stepping into another, she's lived with her mom like all of this time with 2 kids and her sister and all that. So now that she stepped into this new independence of living, on her own, but at the same time, she's formed this new relationship with a person. And maybe I'm putting my own thoughts and beliefs and judgments on her. I very well could be, but I do kind of feel like that she doesn't necessarily have to explore living on her own and being single. But I think I just kind of feel like who she's getting involved with, I don't think this is somebody who's out here like to play games or just dating her to date her. I hope not, because goodness gracious, my judgment about some of these guys have definitely been wrong. But he just seems more intentional. And it very well could just be I think for me, it's because it's older. Doesn't mean all older men are mature and necessarily ready. But I think that he could be reaching a level of commitment that she may not be ready to get to yet. So her even saying, and maybe it's just too, early right now. How long have they technically been dating right now? And if we are dating with intention, is that not something that you thought about prior to when y'all are having these conversations and he brought it up? So, not to ramble, because y'all know how I do. I try not to ramble anymore. No. I have to talk about how Aliana and Leah, Allie, Lord, I'm about to get these twins. I'm about to tear the twins' names all up right now. Leah's twin girls. We just gonna keep it simple like at that. They are, and I guess it's just different when you're looking at your own child and seeing her like grow up into that like preteen, because they're like 13 or going on 13 or whatever. I think like technically they are older than Jada, even though I kind of felt, no, some of them are like the same age as Jada, and some of them are a little bit older than Jada. But either way, like, it was like I just seen these girls, but for whatever reason, when I seen them on this episode, it was like, look at these girls. Like, we've literally watched them like grow up, and they're literally looking like little preteens to me. Like, they're so freaking cute. I'm about to get it all wrong because right now I feel like I can't distinguish between the two. Aliana, I want to say, is the one with the muscular dystrophy. So it's the other one that literally is just like a little Leah. Like, Allie definitely more looks like Corey, to me, but she looks just like they have just grown up, really. And I think I'm just loving seeing it. Like, even like, I don't know why, like, I didn't have this reaction with Bentley. Like, obviously Bentley's getting older. I don't know. It's crazy because, like I said, Lord, I have a meeting, so I definitely need to get off of here. So yes, oh my God, I completely forgot all about that meeting. I have a conference with Yo-Yo's teacher. So yeah, really, that was the last thing I wanted to hit on. Anyway, no, I think it's like in an hour. If it's hitting me up now, it's letting me know that it's in an hour because Jada just came home. So it's got to be 3:30 right now. So yeah, in 1 hour. Okay. But either way, because I might try to get this pushed out before the meeting. So yeah, y'all, like, I don't know, just seeing them, and it's literally like we just saw them because we just saw them in the episode when they moved in, they were in the house, and then it was like literally this episode, I don't know if I just didn't get a look at them or what, but I was like, dang, these girls are like, they're really like teenagers, they're really getting like they're really just growing up. So, yeah, y'all, I'm into here. I ain't gonna ramble on with y'all really too much. I think that's really my things that I really just wanted to talk about in regards to this episode. So by all means, like I said, definitely drop me down some comments below. If you made it this far, please drop me down some comments, specifically these purple hearts in the comments down below. Drop me those if you made it this far to the end of the video. And of course, just leave me some comments down below about your thoughts about anything I talked about or just about anything in regards to the episode. As always, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next recap.